Good morning. It's Scott Cullen, editor-in-chief of the Cannata Report. You know what time it is? It's time for another episode of Fridays with Frank. It is Friday morning, and it is so good to be with you today. And before I bring out Frank, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment. And if you'd like to see Frank bring on a special guest, which he's been doing a lot of late, send us your suggestions for those. Now, please welcome the founder of the Cannata Report, Frank Cannata. How are you today, and what's on your mind?
I'm doing fine, Scott. I hope the same for you. Today, I want to address our annual dealer survey. This is our 39th year doing this. The first one we did was in 1986, covering the 1985 year. And it's amazing as to where we are today, where we started, and where we are today. And last year, we had a record return of 458 or 456. I don't recall which exact number it was. But it was by far the best we've ever had. And I think it was very telling. And I must pass on to you, I got a glowing letter from Dave Green, E.O. Johnson, about how much he values the survey and how much he enjoys our analytic approach to taking that data. And I'm so appreciative to Dave that he reached out to express that. But I did tell him, thanks, Scott, not me. Because you're the one that does all that. I help a little bit, I think, but you do it, my man. Any rate, I really would like to appeal to our dealer audience to participate. Of late, the challenge has been getting a balanced return, and it's all predicated on providing an incentive for dealers. I think that is so unfortunate. The only way we can get large numbers of dealers to participate is offer them the incentive of a free 1-year subscription. Categorically, if we were just to say no incentive and just put out a survey and ask for the dealer's help, we'd probably get half of what we got last year. That's unfortunate because please understand, when I started doing that, the question I got from people who were in the media covering the industry, what are you doing that for? Well, you know, what's the value there? And it just boggled the mind that here you had a very significant distribution in terms of average revenue was very small, but so what? They were selling the product and in many cases doing a very good job and built substantial businesses with that product line. So I think just think about it. This survey touts what dealers are doing. More importantly, how they're doing it. And if you want to sell yourself as something of value, all I have to do is pick up a Cannata report that's done a survey and say, here's the industry I'm in, here is what we do. Come time you want to sell the business to a company that is not in the business, man, it's an incredible tool. Take my word for it. We talk to so many people who are interested in learning more about you, and the tool that we use is our annual dealer survey. It just shows in a very analytical, statistical way where you are, what you're doing, the things you like, the things you don't like. This is very, very important to a company that wants to come into the business and offer you something different. Now, I know that we've had a discussion about AI and other things such as that. That's very important. We need to understand where you're going with this. Are you interested in going with it? What's your take? These are the kinds of things we want to be able to dig for. If we look through a survey, bear in mind, you're all identified. We don't share the names with anybody, only in a collective sense. But if we see something that gives away, this is kind of different. This is somebody who's doing an incredible job in MPS. Then we look at the product line they're carrying. We look at if we don't have an answer, we contact the dealer, reach out to them and talk to them about it. What are you doing that's enabling you to do this? And sometimes they don't want to share it, and I respect that. And other times they'll say, yeah, we've done this for a long time. We've made an emphasis. I remember years ago talking to Frank Gaspari, who's now running FlexPrint, about he was always very successful in MPS. And Frank was always very innovative with it. And he was a leader. The consequence was he ended up selling 2 businesses, and now he's running FlexPrint. So I guess he knew what he was doing. So my absolute plea to the dealers that are in our audience who have not participated in the survey, please do so. It helps you, it helps us, and it is good for the industry. Take my word for it. Thank you, guys. Good to be with you today.